So, President, just so you know, our motto in rugby is the following: the hit isn't real unless it bends steel. That's our motto. So
Sounds even more dangerous.
it is. And one thing that's a benefit about playing rugby when you're 95% numb like me is that you don't really feel it when you get hurt, and so that's a perk as well. I've been inspired today as I listened to our speakers. We're coming to you live. This is not a tape presentation. Amidst the Rocky Mountains of the United States, a beautiful setting. There's about 20 people in the room that are helping this virtual graduation ceremony take place, and I have been inspired. I don't want to be repetitive of President Pulsipher's remarks, but I was inspired by our four speakers. Let me just say what I heard and make sure that you can grasp the same message, and let's see if we can't make this relative to all of us, and see if we can't do what my dad wanted me to do when I was going through my first pandemic. All a pandemic is loss, and we're all experiencing that. There's been a lot of talk today about the word COVID, this pandemic. We'll elaborate on that in just a second, but I don't want to make that my whole presentation. I loved what Miranda, so I had some notes taken here. So Miranda, she said she started with nothing. Remember, she said she failed. There's no better place to start than when you feel like you've lost everything. Heck, I've lost everything at least 3 or 4 times in my lifetime, and you're seeing part of that right now, being 95% numb. The best place to start is when you lose or feel like you've lost everything. Failing grades, no money, no resources. I just think that's absolutely inspiring. Love the race car story as well. Sparkle, I just want to hit Sparkle. You nailed 40 years old graduate, waited 20 years, 5 children. I want to be very careful with this, Sparkle. The loss of a child. You know what a pandemic is all about. Sparkle, you perhaps understand a pandemic more than me, guaranteed. I would rather break my neck again than to lose one of my children. Thank you for sharing that and for making that public. You inspired me to dream new dreams, think new thoughts, and to become a better person. I want to hit Leanne on the cancer. I don't have anything to add to that other than that hit home with me and made me think of a dear relative that I lost who did the same thing. And Sharon, you taught us that there's no such thing as false hope, only false hopelessness. Because for everything that we do know about the world and technology and vaccines and pandemics and diseases, for everything that we do know, there is so much more that we don't, and you are the hope for that no matter what your age. What was it again? I think it was our average age is 38, right? 38, and our oldest graduate is 70? Is that right? And it's now May the 30th. It's 1:25 p.m. Eastern Time. Our youngest graduate is 18. We're living in a world, not just with COVID, but we got a bunch of fires being lit up by people all across the country. I'm not saying anything that's not public knowledge. I'm just saying that we live in a world that's creating fear, uncertainty, and doubt, rumors of wars. Let me just say this about, I'm not here to take sides. It's not my place to judge. This is what I do know. The fruit of everything good begins from that with a challenge. The fruit of everything good begins, and I've learned this. My dad said this to me in the hospital. Son, I want you to become not just good, I want you to become great. I said, what you talking about? He said, I want you to be a better husband to your wife with no hands and no legs. He said that to my face. Can you believe that? He said, I want you to be a better husband to your wife. I want you to be a better father, a better coach, a basketball coach. I thought, I can't even do a layup. I can't get on a horse. I can't farm like I used to. I can't run the ranch. I can't hold my wife's hand and feel it. I can't dance with her. I can't write. I can't drive. I can't hold down a job. He said, stop that garbage right there. Just stop that garbage. Everything you just said was about you. Ladies and gentlemen, my graduates of WGU, congratulations on your graduation. I believe, like Miranda said about her relative watching from above, that this graduation isn't about you at all. No, I don't want to take away from all the celebrations. You deserve all that, for sure. But what if everybody else that's not watching you, like I've watched you speak today, doesn't benefit from your graduation? Would you agree or disagree with me that you would do things for others that you won't do for yourself? All 4 of you mentioned that in your talks. And I can't help that you're representing every single graduate today that's watching virtually from home. Please remember that we will do things for others that you won't do for yourself. What will it do for you? It will create for you a life of intention and abundance, and you won't go out and look for a way to make money. You'll look for a way to make a difference, and in so doing, you'll make a living in the process. Folks, if you think that I wanted to speak here today, you're wrong. Now, I didn't say that I wasn't grateful. Don't hear that. I'm grateful for the opportunity. But if you think that I grew up wanting to speak in front of people, how many of you ever wanted to do that? I mean, some of you probably were nervous giving your presentations today. My dream's always been to be a guide. My dad said one thing, and I'm just going to share it with you, and then I'm going to show it to you on the screen. He said, son, if you want to live a life full of abundance and intention, you need to find a place to give and serve without causing damage to other people. And I was causing damage to my family because of my attitude towards my uncertainty, my fear, and my doubt. Remember, I realize that very few of you that are watching are going to go through being 95% numb. I realize that. There's not a single one of you that are watching that doesn't understand what fear is, because we live in that world today. There's not a single one of you that are watching that doesn't understand what doubt is. We heard that from 3 out of our 4 speakers, if not all 4. There's not a single one of you that aren't living in a world where we are confused. What a great place to make a difference. What a great place to start. When I applied that in my life, I didn't look for a way to make money. I looked for a way to make a greater contribution, and guess what happened? I made a living in the process. Please live a life of intention and abundance. It's now been 21 years since the accident. 21 years since I broke my neck and became paralyzed on that desert floor. I don't have time to share the story with you today. It's not really that important anyway. All you need to know is in 21 years, I've been able to share a message with people in 89 countries. That means that these tires, I don't know, gentlemen, can we get a close-up of this? Can we go to the tires? Just go to my tires. Help me out. There we go. These tires have touched more dirt than most people's feet. Thanks, Jess. I'm not saying that to brag. Remember, I never wanted to travel anyway. I just wanted to be a farmer. You know what I found out? I don't have to think small-minded of the 600 acres that we live on and then think that's what I'm farming. The second thing I wanted to share with you today is to please not leave this graduation ceremony thinking too small. Don't even think outside the box. Throw the box out the window. Dream big dreams. Have hope for a better tomorrow. And by God, don't give up on your dreams too quickly. It's because of what I've shared with you today that I'm still married to the same girl. Did you all hear what I just said? No, I'll prove it to you. Shondell and I, we were married for 6 years before the accident. Don't switch it yet, Justin. I want to get this up. I got to do her justice. Shondell and I, well, let's go to the screen. We just celebrated 26 years. There we are. There's the 2 boys right there in front. They're biological. And then after the accident, my wife said, hey, our family's not complete. I thought we were doing just good. I mean, 2 boys, empty nest coming soon, maybe we can relax a little bit, travel together. She said our family, she had this dream, this vision. She said we needed to have more children. I didn't know how that was going to happen because I only knew there was one way to have children. She said there was more than one way. I didn't know that. That's maybe just because I'm a man. I'm not trying to be a pervert. I'm just saying that was my way of thinking. She said there are many ways to have children. Let's go back to that photograph, Jason. Help me out. Gracie comes to us from Guatemala. We got her when she was 3 days old. She's now a sophomore in high school. And that little boy, you want to talk about inspiration? We just got him. 11 years old. We can come back. As dark as God made his children, my son is. 11 years old. His name is Caleb. That kid understands paralysis more than I will ever understand based on his background. And that kid will leave our family with a desire to help the people of his country. That's his dream. Talks about it every day. He's been with us now for 2 years. His English is phenomenal. And he will become a doctor and serve other people in that fashion. That's his dream. And I'm going to back that kid up. I'm going to back that up because it inspires me. People remember how you make them feel more than what comes out of your mouth. People remember how you make them feel more than what comes out of your mouth. So ask yourself, are the people in your front rooms right now better because of your achievements and you being there? Or are they not? I should ask myself that. Is my family excited to see me come home today? Are the people that are here in the studio, are they better off for me being with them or are they not? Are the people that I meet better? We should all ask ourselves that question. We'll be better influencers because of it. It's time for me to wrap up, so I'm going to wrap up with a video. What you're about to see is live footage. My mom took it in the hospital. This footage is 21 years old. So it's not really HD quality, but it's 20 years old, and I'm going to share with you some truths behind it. Let's check this out together. Here we go. Live footage. That's live. 3.5 weeks in a coma after the accident.
There are times when
she's just waiting for me to wake up. That's Shondell. I asked her to leave the room. I didn't want her to watch me be fed. It's called pride. That's exactly what it's called. She came back in and she told me that we could accomplish this together. I didn't believe her. My attitude was wrong. So they made the decision to keep my kids away from me. Remember, our choices affect those around us. So I decided to change my attitude because we'll change for others. But not really change, I'm just kind of faking it, you know. I'm going to fake it, and then I'm going to find a way to overdose on drugs once I see my kids. That's my mentality back then. I'm going to fake it, and then I'm going to find a way to overdose and commit suicide. But it changes right here. Look, right here, watch what happens, watch. She moves me, and then I move myself. Now, like Miranda, like Sparkle, Leanne, and Sharon, I got momentum on my side. So I learned how to put my shirt on. I take 6 months and I learned how to push my wheelchair. Oh, there's my therapist. His name is Ron Honey, little cocky University of Utah graduate. I can say that. Here's the best part. Watch, watch, watch. He doesn't walk, he runs. Look at him. After 3 months, he runs to my side. Hey, Dad, Mom said that your legs don't work. We don't care, Dad. Dad, you promised you would be our dad. You promised that you would coach us, Dad. Dad, I'm going to get you dressed. Look, he put my shoes on. Unbelievable. He found a place to serve, and I watched him serve me. Dad, give me your hand. I'm going to put your shirt on. Dad, stop saying swear words. Mom will take us away. Don't say bad words, Dad. Now we're playing catch. Look at the little boy's face. Watch his face. When I saw him smile, I never thought about suicide ever again. It's not an option for me. I don't want to hurt other people. Be willing to try new things, do things differently, throw the box out the window. You're seeing the results of that right now. Today I travel by helicopter all around. I ride a bike with my hands. I meet people all over the world. Until the pandemic is over, I'll get back out there again. I taught my kids how to play ball from a Walmart hoop. And yes, we still have the ranch, we raise elk. And I've always wanted to fly. There's the Great Salt Lake. That's where we're coming to you from live today, amidst the Rocky Mountains. That's the Great Salt Lake of Salt Lake City, Utah. That's where we're at right now. That was the stupidest thing I've ever done in my life, by the way. So I'm just going to leave with this. I'm just going to leave. We can come back to me. Are my dreams coming true, yes or no? Are my dreams coming true, yes or no? I think the answer is obvious. Not in spite of fear, not in spite of a chaotic world, not in spite of a pandemic, but perhaps because of it. This is not the end of an accomplishment. It's the beginning of an opportunity. Now get out of your homes and help us make this world a better place. God bless you guys, and thank you for letting me share a very personal message with you.